before you went to Bali and you knew you wanted to marry this woman, but why did you want to marry Enjoli?
For one, Enjoli is like very emotionally balanced. We have good communication with each other. She obviously like, when you think of like a wife of like someone, it's true, someone that like kind of like takes care of you. I think Enjoli and I have like I don't know, like a 50-50 relationship. Yeah, I don't think that it's ever like 70-30. It's always like we pretty much take care of each other. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's just a feeling that I had, honestly.
Nice.
Oh, can we say unexplainable?
Yeah, it's definitely unexplainable. Yeah, she's...
Like, how is she different from your past partners?
Her communication skills and the way we interacted with each other is like very beautiful. Not because we haven't gotten any arguments, but anytime that we have a disagreement, like I feel like we know how to talk to each other where it doesn't trigger the other person, because obviously we've both been through trauma and
That
stuff.
part.
Like,
Yeah.
we literally, like, if either her or myself are feeling like, I don't know, like challenge, it's never, it doesn't escalate. Like Enjoli and I have never had like a fight. Like we literally communicate so well together.
Yeah.
We really do. And I mean, I'm impressed, and I've never had that in a relationship before. Outside of Enjoli like being confident, being caring, being lovable. Like she gives me like the physical touch that I need, and also like she is outside of like the cooking, that she cooks like amazing. Like she's an amazing cook.
Honey, you're hyping me
But
up.
it's true. Like I'm like, tell me one reason why you want to marry this girl, and I'm like, I have 50. Like it's just, it doesn't stop. Like she is amazing, but I also feel like we just balance each other out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like sometimes I do feel like she's doing a lot, and I think it's because I always just want to be a good person and be the best versions of myself.
Yeah.
But it's not because I feel like I'm lacking in the relationship. It's just because I'm like, oh my God, Enjoli does all these beautiful things for me. She brings me flowers for no reason, She writes me love notes when I'm going to work, and I like come home and there's like love notes on the couch. Like she does these like sweet things that I feel like I didn't know that I needed.
Yeah.
But now that I have it, I'm like, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Wow.
She's just like she's a lovable human. Honestly, she is. I'm like, I don't even know if I explained the reason why I wanted to marry her, but I feel like I feel like I knew.
Absolutely.
I feel like I knew, like I instantly knew from the heart. I instantly knew.
All the things you said, I want to marry.
You're such a heartthrob. You're so funny.
I'm like, just change the question to her. I was like,
Oh, let it know, girl. That's love right there. That's amazing. Not right now.
Love you so much.
You're not an angel. Come here.
You've shared with me in the past that you've been married before. So you knew you wanted to marry her.
Yes.
What were your reasons for wanting to marry her?
Ooh. Like you, baby, so many.
Like, how is she
I feel
different from
like
your past?
I feel like Merlin is super, like, attentive and conscious.
Yeah.
And I think it's really easy for all of us to get like caught up in what's happening in our individual lives.
Yeah.
But Merlin is so good at like checking in with herself, but also making sure that I'm good.
Yeah.
Like always, she shows up for me. Also, I think something that's really unique is just she sees like patterns, like personality patterns. So if something is going on with me that I haven't acknowledged, for example, I'm hungry and I'm frustrated. I'm hungry and I don't have enough like mental capacity to make like a cognitive decision that's like appropriate or whatever. I don't know. I feel that Merlin always shows up for me with those things.
I feel like we know each other.
We know each other well.
And we know when we're like going down in energy and what we need. I think, and honestly, like all this goes down to communication. Like Enjoli and I have the best communication, and like more than I've had with anybody else that I've ever dated. Like,
Did that come natural, or you guys had to work at it?
I
feel like it came naturally.
because I feel like I've always tried to work on past relationships to communicate better, you know, and it's just like escalates, you know, like you don't really want to be with someone that like somebody's frustrated, escalates the situation, like not that ultimately diffuses, but it's just like asking questions like, what can I do? You're feeling stressed out. What can I do to support you? What do you need? You know, like this communication, these things that you don't think about. It's like, what do I need at the moment if I'm feeling frustrated? Like, and I don't know. Like, I feel like I haven't gone through as much therapy, you know. And I think that Enjoli maybe has more therapy experience than I do, but she is so emotionally like stable. It's crazy to me, and it just like it helps me.
Yeah,
it does.
I feel the same about you though. I feel like you're crazy. Just like, I don't know if I'm ignited or like upset, you know how to come in and like neutralize things for me. And I think it really comes to just like knowing how to read the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to add fuel to the fire. It's like ask questions like, what do you need? Do you need me to listen? Do you need me to like, I don't know, support, or do you need me to listen? Do you want me to do something to make you feel better, or do you just want me to hear you out? You know, like you don't have to always fix things. You know, you have to ask what your partner needs.
And it's not even a quality that applies specifically to like dating relationships, but just the ability to be able to read the room is something that all human beings can benefit from, you know? But yeah. And I do think just in general, Merlin makes me feel like so beautiful and wanted.
Oh, I'm obsessed.
And
I'll be honest. She's so beautiful. Yes. She is. She's beautiful.
Tú también, mami.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean,
amazing.
I know that everyone talks about like self-confidence comes from like how you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
But it does feel really good also to be like pumped up by somebody who thinks that you're attractive. You know? Yeah. So it's being like with Merlin, it has made me feel like more sexy. It's made me feel like better about myself, made me feel more confident. Because sometimes we also do need people to believe in us in ways that we can't believe in ourselves. To like help lift you, you know? So I don't know. She's definitely done that for me. I feel like a hot girl anytime I'm with Merlin.
Every day, all day.
She's fine. I mean, come on.
Well, you both are.
Make me feel so good.
She's great. And it's obviously she's physically attractive, but Enjoli is so intelligent. Like, I always saw her. I'm like, she's a little nerd. Like and I don't know if it's like a Virgo
thing. Embarrassed about being
like
a nerdy
I'm intrigued,
like girl or whatever.
I'm intrigued. Enjoli is like a little ball of information. Like once she learns something, she wants to learn of like she wants to know like how everything happens, and she likes to share that. And I'm like, I'm always learning from her, and it's really beautiful. She's really smart.
Wow.
So outside of her being physically beautiful, which is obvious, like she is very intelligent as well. I'm attracted to her mind as well.
Nice.
I'm like holding myself back from sitting on Merlin's lap right now.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm like, we have a start.
After the show.
I'm obsessed.
After the show.
I'm obsessed.
So y'all live here after the show, okay? No, that's beautiful. It sounds like you both just add so much to each other's lives.
And that's the best way to put it. Yeah. Like she adds so much value to my life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha. We just summed that up. We just summed that.
Thank you.
To a bowl of love, you guys add so much. Just sitting and listening. So